Good evening, everybody. We're live, and all three of us are here. Hello there, Kevin
Hello there.
and Catherine.
Hello.
Hello.
Uh
Catherine's muted. She's trying to talk.
oh. Uh oh. I thought I
Hello.
had unmuted her. There
Wait,
you
boy, we got an exciting time tonight. We have much anticipated. What's that, Catherine? What do you got with you?
The Dibbit box.
What's it
go.
look like?
Ooh. A divot box.
And we don't know what's in it. We've been talking about it. We've been thinking about it. Some have been praying about it. Others have been casting spells about it. I have
Oh,
my holy
spells.
water and my sage is somewhere. What'd you do with my sage? I don't know. And most of all, yeah.
It's here on the counter.
Worst case scenario is I've got my aspirin.
There we go. I got my water over here. I'm gonna just
So
I'm
we're gonna
spray
be
all over them.
well
I'm thinking maybe I
protected.
need to drink the holy water.
And the sad part
Yeah.
about this is this box is going to be opened up in my house, and we should have gone over to Kevin's.
No, 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 no.
Made his dad real happy with us.
I got my big old cross up here on top of the desk too.
Yeah, and the one on top of your head too. uh, so Kevin has become a superstar. He had some folks come down from up east, and they actually got to see him twerk. I believe
Oh, God, see me twerk.
they said something about a full moon.
That was my sister's boyfriend you were talking to.
Okay.
No,
Runs in the family, huh?
the Baltimore people have not seen me twerk, and I dare not show them.
Oh, come on. Okay. Well, hang tight, folks, before we get into the divot box. Kevin has another doll. And Kevin, I hope that you can, if there's a spirit attached to this doll, I'm
Well, there
hoping
is.
that maybe you can find out from the spirit that attached to this doll whether there's something ugly in this box or not. Maybe a spirit world would know more than we do. What do you think?
Oh, maybe.
So for the first 20 minutes or so, Kevin's going to do that. And then we're going to talk about this DYBBUK box. And I think Catherine's got some tools there to try to open this thing up very carefully, slowly, tenderly, gently. Take your
Tenderly,
time.
huh?
Don't pop it open. Take your time with it. See if any smoke releases from it. Just be very, very careful. And we'll go from there. But until that point, let's turn it over to Kevin.
Okay.
And who do you have with you tonight?
Who do I have here tonight? One of my original haunted dolls. Oops, shameless plug. One of my original haunted dolls here who hasn't been on the channel in a long time. The lovely protective princess herself. The lovely, gorgeous strawberry blonde herself.
And tell us a little background.
Miss Andrea.
Do you know the doll is haunted or not?
Yes, I've had her from almost the beginning.
And what has she done?
She has been here a long time. She has shown me her full-bodied apparition.
So she got naked for you.
No, not that. I'm talking. This is an 8-year-old child. Come on,
You
man.
said she showed you her
full-bodied means you could fully see the figure, not naked, no naked old man pervert stuff.
Does she have a cute figure?
This is not pedophile central. This is abnormal Alabama.
Oh Lord. Well, you're wording.
This is no, when people say full-bodied apparition, they saw the whole thing, not just a wispy, smoky But she had her clothes on. In fact, she wore her dress was just like that dress her doll is wearing.
All right. So Catherine and I are going to back away.
Mhm.
So you've got the show and your doll and listen
Yes.
carefully because hopefully she can give us some insight in the spirit world, something about this DYBBUK box. We shall listen.
Now, those of you on my channel will remember before it was My Haunted Dolls, it was called Patty and Andrea, the Haunted Dolls. And this is Andrea. Patty was doll number 1. Andrea was doll number 2. Who came to me in late 2013. I want to say before Thanksgiving that year, after I moved into that first house I owned. Andrea is one of few I've actually found documentation on her death. She hails from St. Louis, Missouri. And in 1995, she passed away while she was swimming in her neighbor's pool with her friends. They were playing a game where they would swim to the bottom of the pool and see how long they could stay under. Well, eventually all the kids came up, but it took a few minutes for them to notice that Andrea had not come up. Now, Andrea was known for her long strawberry blonde hair. In fact, her grandmother bought her this doll because she said it looked identical to Andrea. And Andrea loved this doll. She had it front and center in her bedroom. But back to that fateful day, when somebody saw that Andrea was still at the bottom of the pool, they dove after her and found that her long hair had gotten caught in the drain of the pool. And by the time they freed her and got her up and tried CPR on the side of the pool, she was already gone. It was too late. I found a little article about her death out there from St. Louis, Missouri, which gave verification she drowned in her neighbor's pool. So that verifies her story. As far as this doll actually belonging to her, my good friend AJ from AJ's Haunted Dolls was the one who did the investigation of this doll and took it in and had her for years before she rehomed her to me. And she said she had seen Andrea's spirit and felt her presence and heard giggles and heard her playing around. Well, when I got her, it wasn't long after that I heard the sound of pots and pans in my kitchen, like if a child were playing kitchen, playing like they were cooking. I'd go in and look, and it was always at nighttime when the lights were out. I'd go in and look, and nobody was there. One night I was laying in my bed, and my cat was laying there with me, and I had not gone to sleep yet, so she was laying curled up next to me, and she sat up and looked toward the bedroom door with this surprised look like she'd seen somebody. And I look at the door just in time to see a little girl who looked exactly like this doll peeking around my doorway looking at me, and she darted off into the kitchen. And of course, nobody was there when I checked. But I didn't really try hard because I knew I said if she wants me to see her more than that, she'll show herself. I knew I wouldn't see her when I went in there. But that was so amazing that she let me see her. She's very protective of her little brothers and sisters, Patty. And so we are going to see if she'll speak to us tonight. I've laid out the cat ball. See, all it takes is a simple touch and it goes off. Let me turn it this way so y'all can see the light better. We have the antique hotel bell. We'll see if she can tap that and ring it. And we have the REM pod. So we're going to see if Andrea wants to play with any of these. So Andrea, the floor is yours. While I turn on this device, I'm going to use the same spirit box I've been using lately, which is the app. It's the app known as Necrophonic. Shown this week after week, but for those of you who haven't seen it yet, it's the Necrophonic app. All right, Andrea, I'm going to cut it on. And it's like that old spirit box I know you've talked to me through before. So all you have to do is come close to this and I can hear you. So let's get it started. So Andrea, say hello. I hear you. Hey, Andrea. Andrea, would you like to play with one of these toys? No. Oh, she said, Dad. No, Dad. You know what I just remembered? You know what I just remembered, Princess? I know you love books. Do you still love books? I remember at the old house one time I came home from work, and I always kept the doll room door shut in there. Not the bedroom where you were at, but the doll room. I heard somebody say doll on the spirit box. But the doll room where the others were at, and the door was always shut so Maddie wouldn't go in. Yeah, it was shut. Yeah. And I come home and open that door, and what did I see lying on the floor in the middle, right smack in the middle of the room? Do you remember what it was, Andrew? No? It was my storybook, The Great Book of Giants, my favorite picture book when I was a kid. Yeah. And I always wondered if that was you reading a book in there while I was gone, laying on the floor. Which that's okay. I did not mind that at all. Was that you that laid the book on the floor, Andrea? No. Was it my grandmother's spirit? Because she used to read it to me. No. Well, then who was it? So how have you been doing, Andrea? Are you still happy? Is there anything that I need to do for you? Yeah. What did you need? Did you want me to spend more time with you? I feel like there's so many I don't get to spend enough time with any of you. And I knew that's, I was afraid that's what would happen when I started adopting so many, but I've got such a big heart, but I feel like I'm around all of you all the time, so that's a good thing. You're not sad, are you? No. Andrea, you're not sad, are you? I don't feel like you are. You're a strong little girl, aren't you? Do you still protect your little brothers and sisters? Do you still look after Patty? Yes. So I know you two are close and played together a lot before the rest of the spirit family came along. That's why I always keep your dolls close together. Is Patty okay too? Well, my friend Dr. Kelsey on here, he wanted me to ask you about a box that he has over there in his house. Well, he and Catherine, I think it belongs to Catherine, and they're going to open it tonight. Is there anything bad in that box? What is inside that box? I thought I heard a whispered evil. Is there something evil in that box? Is it going to be dangerous for them to open it? Well, can we send some protective spirits their way? Or is it angels or spirits who can protect Dr. Kelsey and Catherine Marie? Please do so. Andrew, I'd love to see you play with one of these toys. Can you touch the cat ball or the bell or touch this silly head over here and see how the eye lights up when I touch that rod? And just for those of you who tuned in, I'm using the Necrophonic Spirit Box app. Andrea, are you still here with me? Okay, I hear you. I need to switch hands here. Alrighty. Andrea, is there anything negative in our house? No? Oh, don't worry. We're not going to bring anything bad here. I heard her say don't. We got God's protection here. We just got a couple of minutes left, Andrea. Can you touch one of these items and play with it? You're more than welcome to. I'm seeing here, I don't know if there's anything to this, but see how our hair is pretty still, but there's a few strands. I don't know if it'll pick up on the camera. Look at these strands moving right here. Andrea, are you playing with your doll's hair? Get a close up there. Can you see it? Oh, look at it turning. See her hair moving? The rest of her hair is just sitting still, but that one strand right there.
Have you got air movement in your room?
Off behind me, but if that was doing it, I would think the rest of her hair would be moving. That one single strand. Is that you, Andrea? See, I don't see any other hair moving. I mean, maybe a little bit of the current is coming through there. It's just weird. It's not moving any other hair. Just
put your hand around it. See if you can stop it by blocking.
Okay.
Don't touch it, but you know what.
I'm here, like that. I don't want to block it from camera view.
It's still moving.
Yeah, I don't feel any draft at all.
Even when you put your hand around it, it's still moving.
Yeah. Ooh, I feel a little cold touch just then. Is that your arm, Andrea? Get the box back up here. Did I feel your arm, Andrea? Well, I sure do love my little Andrea.
that one hair just keeps blowing.
I know.
It's the only one.
She's an energetic little spirit. Oh, she started to say something on the spirit box. What was that again, Andrea? It's still just a bouncing. Yeah. I heard you say yeah. I'm going to be watching that hair the rest of the show. And right back there's my crucifix. My dad made a stand for it, so it'll stop falling over. That's part of our protection tonight, right, Andrea? Andrea, is there anything you want to say before we stop? So none of the devices have gone off at all. No.
So ask her about the DYBBUK box.
Yeah, I did earlier. Y'all were away. I asked if there was anything. I asked, was there anything in the box? She said, I think it was a yes. And then I said, what's in the box? And you heard a whispered evil. And I asked, is it going to be dangerous to open the box? I can't remember if there was a yes there, but we have said, or I've said, Please send angels, positive spirits your way.
That one hair. None of the other hairs, boy, that one freaking
No. It just dangles there. I don't know.
that was really going to town.
she just giggled on the spirit box. Are you twirling your hair for everybody? So tell us again, is it okay to open the DYBBUK box? No. Oh boy. But okay, so did any spirits go to provide protection? Well, please make sure they go. All right, we're going to go ahead and turn this off. Is there anything you want to say before we turn this off? All right, I'm going to go ahead and count down from 5. And when I get down to 1, all spirits, any spirits who don't belong, please back away. Go back to where you came from. And my spirits, everybody here, back away so I can turn this off. I'm going to close the door. No, it said that felt good. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you. Goodbye.
This box has been in our possession since at least 2019. Is that correct, Catherine?
That is correct.
And 2 weeks ago, we started discussing the possibility of opening up this box. It's our understanding that it is what they call a DYBBUK box. Do you know the history of this box? Very little, if any. And we debated heavily whether we should open it or not. And we had opinions from some of our viewers. Open it, don't open it. I wouldn't open it. Take it to Kevin's house and open it. So I got sage, I got holy water, I got aspirin, I got Advil, I got a lead, I got a bottle of whiskey.
A bottle of whiskey. Well,
So
I didn't hear Andrea when she said while y'all were away, she had said whatever's in there is evil.
Yeah, well,
so I said send angels and good spirits your way.
I've been
I've
dealing
got a
with
really bad stabbing pain in my left side.
I've been dealing with Kevin for a few years, so I'm used to evil. All right.
Y'all see what I put up with.
So, Catherine, bring the DYBBUK box into view here.
Oh, does she dare to still open it?
And let's discuss this, the opportunity we have to, who knows whether it's been decades, hundreds of years, or however long that this whatever has been locked into this box. I know there's a cute little cherub on the front of it.
Hold on just a second. I gotta change some settings real quick.
Just gonna bring in the view here. And fortunately, I've got the door closed. I'm in a different room.
I had to readjust this camera. Sorry, guys. Try and get it where you guys can see it. The wrong camera was on.
Uh-oh.
Can you guys see it?
Get it at an angle.
I see it.
It's gonna take me just a minute to get it perfect.
Okay, I think it looks like the spirits are really moving.
Which spirits? The
There we go.
drinking kind or the?
Yeah.
I am not moving. I am not moving, but my camera is steadily moving.
And it's
Well, you need to get a better view. Get the divot box further away from it or something. It's
looks like a
too much of it. We have somebody that's commented up here.
Playful Rain. Hello, Playful Rain.
So, Playful Rain, we're discussing the opening of the divot box. The much awaited anticipation. And there's the little cherub on the front of it. What kind of tools? Is that as far away as you can get from it?
Would you be able to see it? Yes.
You can't back away from it and get the whole thing in the picture?
Nope.
Why?
Because the camera won't allow it.
It was. I saw it. You just need to raise it up so you know. Because how are you going to show it as you open it?
Yes. Playful Rain says, I'm in time for the opening.
Yes.
Yeah, you are.
So give her a chance to get camera lined up here. And
do a drum roll.
Are you a drummer?
Not really.
I think the divot box just went into the outer darkness.
Got sucked into a black hole. There it is.
God almighty.
Oh, her rib cages are showing. It's done ripped her flesh off.
Unfortunately, Playful Rain, this is in my house.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately. Now that's a better view. Now, provided for safety's sake and whatnot, what kind of tools are you going to use to open this with, Catherine?
I am using a couple of screwdrivers.
Why don't you use that antique razor knife sitting next to you there without damaging it? Show that to everybody. That's an antique razor knife that somebody about the age of Kevin might remember shaving with that.
All right.
Nah, I've not shaved with that before. I've shaved with Gillette.
So be very, very careful. You don't know what's in there, and don't damage my antique razor knife.
I'm scared I'm going to, so I'm going to use the screwdrivers.
Okay.
Take
your time. We don't want to damage anything. And I want people to look carefully and see if you note anything that's coming out of this box as she pries it open. Are we ready? Should we do this? Oh, we got it blurred. There we go.
Maybe it's a practical joker who's going to fart on you when he comes out.
No, that's something Kevin would do.
I
so wish I had the part right now, Kevin. Guys, this is not going to be an easy thing. This thing is sealed.
We got an hour and a half to get it done, so take your time. Don't damage anything.
What are y'all going to do if you said you had your holy water there? I was going to say, what are you going to do if it is evil?
Who are you going to call?
Demon Busters.
The
Holy Spirit.
Open it. So there is Brandon. There you go. Holy water.
Holy water. I got my cross up there.
Where's my camera? There you go.
Y'all continue on talking. I got to tell y'all a story about what happened to me this weekend.
Uh-oh.
Mother and I
Oh.
went and picked up a sewing machine, one of those antique treadle sewing machines, and we loaded it up in the back of her car. And we were doing some running around Saturday to have some fun for Mother's Day, all that good stuff. And all of a sudden, that sewing machine was laying in the back of the car and started sewing.
It was on foot pedal.
It started sewing.
It started sewing.
Machine.
It did that
Wow.
forever. And then it suddenly stopped and it didn't do it again. And I couldn't get the sewing machine out because it's so heavy by myself. So I left it in the car overnight. And the next morning, Mother had to run to the store for something. And she said, as she was driving down the road, it started sewing again and it just suddenly stopped. So that kind of tells you how my weekend went.
Yep.
So it's going to take a while to get this open. If anybody will please watch carefully and see if you see. Kevin, I'm going to back you out for a minute.
Okay.
And I want you to see if there's if you see anything that looks like it's escaping from the box. How far have you gotten with this?
About that far.
Okay, be very, very careful.
I am. I've got a couple of chips I've taken out of it, but that can't be helped.
So we started talking about this on this show 2 weeks ago. And then since then, there has been some strange things happen. Who knows what's going to take place next? We're like Zach Bagan. We're adventurous souls.
Guys, it's going to take me a minute, so let's talk. Let's have a good time. And
does anybody watching? We got people here watching with us. Anybody want to speculate as to what we're going to discover when we open this up? Any comments? Am I going to be having something released in my house here that I'm going to regret? Does anybody think this is something evil? Look at that cute little cherub. You can see the cherub there. Boy, his little horn, little wings. Be careful.
I'm just going to do a little at a time.
Be careful.
That one kind of scared me a little bit.
What happened?
I was scared I was going to crack it.
Oh, don't hurt it.
So I'm just kind of taking my time. I'm having some major pains in my left side.
Anybody just joining us? This is the DYBBUK box. Paper Rain says hair. You think hair is in it?
I don't know. I'm scared. I'm really scared, Playful Rain, that there's going to be a skeleton in it, like a small child skeleton, baby skeleton or something.
So Brandon with Mont County Bigfoot says he lives with a redhead, so he knows what daily dangerous living is. Paper Rain thinks there's a photograph in it.
Oh, a photograph?
Which is fine as long as there's no evil demonic entity in there that's going to give me problems. I'd rather it be a photograph or even hair. That thing must have been sealed up for a very long time.
It's very, very tight. I mean, I'm having to work the screwdriver in a little at a time. And I've got a tiny, tiny little screwdriver to be able to get in between all that, if you can see. And And then I'm using this other screwdriver right here to kind of bang on it every now and then.
What kind of skeleton would be in that little box?
Do what?
I'm talking to our watchers. Brandon says skeleton. And I said, what kind of skeleton would be in that little bitty box?
It's starting to budge a little bit.
Take your time. Don't want to break it. Don't want to hurt it.
I'm not gonna apply any pressure for a minute.
Turn it the right side up for a moment. Let's look at that chair very close. The other way. You got it upside down. Be careful with it. Don't yank it around. Jesus.
Yeah, I'm knocking some wax off of it. Can y'all see it?
They could be the items from whoever is in the box. So, Paper Rain, are you suggesting then that there's a spirit of some sort in the box? I mean, that's allegedly what is supposed to be in a Dybbuk box, is some kind of a spirit. Kevin, what you know about Dybbuk boxes, would you suggest that it does not have to be an evil entity? It could be what?
I was just thinking that. I think traditionally it was to capture evil spirits, definitely in the Jewish belief. But I think, just because something is a Dybbuk box doesn't automatically mean something evil is going to be in it too. You never know. Some of them just did it for decoration. Some might have done it to keep things in for from heirlooms from family members that passed on. Treasures. Maybe there's money in there. Ooh.
Well, we had asking for a backstory. Up until toward the end of 2019, as we were getting slowly into the era of the pandemic, we had an office out in kind of out in a rural area. Was it Highway 47 between Columbiana and Shelby, Alabama? And even in that building, we had a few experiences. Even Kevin and Frank saw an entity there, and we had other things happen. This is the second Dybbuk box that we have run across, and both of them came to us while we're in that building. Now, the one Dybbuk box, which there's videos about that, we discovered. I go to a lot of cemeteries, graveyards, and do a lot of videos, old tombstones and whatnot. And in some, not on a grave and not even exactly near a grave, in an area on the edge of the cemetery was something that was kind of under some leaves and limbs and whatnot. Don't know where it came from, but we stupidly took it back to the office. And strange things started happening. We ended up sending it to California. But anyway, we were kind of known in that area for what we do in the paranormal. And Kevin's had quite a reputation over the years being into paranormal research. Occasionally, we'd have somebody drop by and give us. In fact, Kevin's got, I think, 2 or 3 dolls that really just came to us, that were brought to us. And we adopted them to him. And 2 of them came alive on the show. Yeah. I forget exactly who brought us this little box. It's not a big one, as you see. It's a small box. It's very interesting. It's kind of a stone-like material. I don't know what you call it. And
it looks like a miniature coffin.
Miniature coffin or casket. I don't remember how it came to us, but we just kind of shelved it. And then we had to vacate the office over there, and it kind of got stored. And then later on, I guess I ran across it and displayed it in my house. And we started talking about we need to open it up and see if we can discover what's going on with it. So I don't have any deeper knowledge about it than that. It has been in our possession for 3 or 4 years. And where it came from, I could not say what the history of it is. I could not say, and certainly what's inside of it. We have no way of knowing. Sounds like she's building a house there.
I'm just trying a little bit at a time to pry it open.
I found a little something about the DYBBUK box here.
Okay, Kevin.
Author named Brian Dunning back in 2014 investigated the history, and he said the whole idea of the box being inhabited by a DYBBUK is nonsensical according to what a DYBBUK box is supposed to be. The Encyclopedia Mythica describes it as a disembodied spirit possessing a living body that belongs to another soul and usually talks from that person's mouth.
Mm.
An important 1914 Yiddish play called The DYBBUK was about the spirit of a dead man who possessed the living body of a woman he had loved and had to be exorcised. Nowhere in the folkloric literature is there precedent for a DYBBUK inhabiting a box or other inanimate object. So I know the most famous one that we hear about on, the guy that who he and his mother were attacked by a DYBBUK.
Mm-hmm.
That was actually a wine cabinet,
right?
That they used.
So what I get out of that you just read is the possibility that when Catherine does eventually get this open tonight, that somebody could channel through her.
That's possible.
So, Catherine, beware. You might start talking in another voice, and some spirit might be talking through you.
So it doesn't necessarily have to be evil, but of course, then again, we did have little Andrea's warning earlier that she thought something evil.
Yeah, and if Catherine is going to be the mouthpiece for the spirit, it's going to have to be evil. I know. So. So, Catherine, you taking a breath over there, or what do you think?
Yeah, I'm just doing a little at a time.
So we're working on this, what we believe is a DYBBUK box. We don't know. It's been in our possession for a few years. Don't know the exact history of it. Catherine is being very careful opening it. There's no telling how long it's been sealed. It's been several years. I know that. And the effort she's having to put forth to get this open kind of gives the indication that it's been a very long time that this thing has been sealed out. What's in there?
I do wonder if the reason that cherub is on there is they meant it as some religious symbol to keep something bad at bay.
Well, even the Jews believe in angels.
Yeah.
In fact, there are more descriptions of angels in the Old Testament than in the New Testament, really.
I'm going to try from the other side now, okay? I still got some wax to knock off on this side. See?
Ooh, that's a lot of wax in there.
It is.
I wonder why they use red wax on there. It looks like blood. You sure that's wax and not dried up blood from over the centuries?
I don't know. I'm pulling something out of it.
That looks like guts.
Ew, is that hair?
I have no idea.
Good God, what is this?
Oh.
It's that. What was that? Is that just some loose wax, maybe?
No, it's stretchy, whatever it is.
It's that goo from Ghostbusters 2.
It's not slimy. It's just kind of stretchy.
No, just stretchy like a rubber band, or
yeah.
Ooh. What was that popping noise or a minute ago?
All right, getting a little more wax off.
I just hope I had a load of pollen in there. That's the last thing you need right there.
Ancient pollen.
considering I've had the allergies for the last 2 weeks, yeah, I'd go
Kevin,
crazy.
Kevin is the evil one.
I hope it's not.
No, Playful Rain does not condoms in there.
She's talking about that stretchy thing.
It's not. It doesn't. Honestly,
Yeah,
if I had to guess,
maybe the Trojans put some rubber in there back in the turn of the century.
it could possibly be a piece of intestine or skin tissue
No,
or something. It's just
we may
gross.
have to send it to the lab, get it tested.
All right, I'm gonna try to get open a little bit more.
Catherine is slowly digging away at the DYBBUK box. We are living on the edge here, opening this up in my house, which I don't know if that's a wise idea or not, but I'm just letting it happen.
Playful Rain down there laughing yet.
Yeah.
She put nasty. Yeah, that's Kelsey. Nasty.
No, that's Kevin. Oh man.
Okay. Whew.
So you got to take a break for a minute. That's a very difficult task. It is really sealed up there, folks. So we're going to get this open. We're going to keep fighting with this. We get it open. We've all got our holy water. We've got sage. And yeah. Seek protection here. So
Guys,
Kevin, what would you suggest we're going to run into here as she opens this up?
I don't know.
Would you be a little bit concerned about this, Kevin?
Just knowing the history of all the stories of DYBBUK and all that, and having seen the movie The Possession, I would definitely be. I do believe in demons and angels, but I'm not gonna show it fear because it likes to feed off that. If it is something like a demon,
Well, of course, there's a cute little cherub with red all over it, like dried blood or whatever. But, the Bible says that Satan keeps presenting himself as an angel of light.
Yeah.
So you never know. Just because there's a cute cherub there does not mean it's a benevolent entity. Could be something, as Playful Rain says, it could be nasty.
Guys, there's a lot of energy coming off this box. So much energy coming off.
What movie is she talking about? Oh, The Possession.
The Possession. That's the movie that is based on that the famous DYBBUK box.
Well, I think we've got the real DYBBUK box. That was fiction, but we got the real deal here.
Yeah, I've seen that movie a few times. I kind of like it.
He likes it.
I like it.
What'd you say, Catherine?
Guess who's sitting to my left?
Who?
Caroline.
Oh, Sweet Caroline. Remember Sweet Caroline?
Sweet haunted Caroline.
Dun, dun, dun.
There's so much coming off this box, y'all.
I know it's taking a lot of work to get it pried open.
Huh?
It's taking you a lot of work to get it pried open.
Well, there's also a lot of energy attached to this box.
You sound like you're out of breath.
I'm tired.
Kevin, can you come over here and help her?
Let's see. Let me step over there that way and knock some of that wax off.
Let's throw her some energy.
Playful Rain is asking, is it good or bad vibes?
It's just draining every bit of my energy, Playful Rain. Every last bit of it.
So you don't think that little cherub is a sweet little cherub at all, is what you're saying?
I don't know.
All right, Kevin. All right, Kevin.
Yes.
I got to turn it back over, y'all. I'm sorry. I have to keep turning it on its side because it's kind of easier to get to from the sides.
You're getting sleepy.
He's up here hypnotizing.
Sleepier.
Ah.
That's an interesting pendulum watch. Right?
Yeah, it is.
And interesting thing about this is that it is. I got. It's a wonder I don't have all kind of. Maybe I do have a lot of energy in my house because I have all kind of interesting artifacts around here. I can get this open now.
Uh-oh.
Now, you don't cooperate. What? What? Your hand on that looks like you're holding blood and guts.
Oh.
Look at this little tiny, itty bitty pocket.
Look at that. That's a
Set from
cutie.
10 to 9.
It's
I wonder if that means that 10 to 9, she's going to get this opened up and we're going to regret it.
Oh.
it's
Could it
moving,
mean
y'all.
that? Is that the right? Am I holding that right?
Did she
It's
say
moving, y'all.
11 minutes till 9. This old little pocket watch. I wonder if that's an indication that it's going to be about 54 minutes.
She just said it's moving.
It moved?
Yes.
And I'm sorry, folks. Catherine is braver than I am. I'm a wuss, and I'm hiding in my man cave over here in the corner.
There's more of that tissue looking stuff.
Look at that. What is that? Are you pulling guts out? Is there just...
I don't know what's in it.
It's not being gay, is it? That denture junk.
Of it, the cherub. I don't know what that means, Playful Rain.
It's starting to rock a little bit. It's starting to open a little bit. Okay, y'all. I got to take a break for a minute.
She's going to take a break. We're going at the top of the hour now.
So, Kevin, while we're waiting, share us a story about a DYBBUK box. Give us
share a story about a DYBBUK box.
Tell us the background story of that movie, okay?
Okay.
And we will, yeah.
Okay, let's see.
From what may be in store. Even that was a wine box.
Yeah.
Spectacular. And who knows? I think maybe this could be telling us that is the time that we're going to learn what's in the box. Can everybody see that on this little bitty pocket watch here? 11 minutes till 9. I just opened it up, and that's the time that was on it.
Okay. Well, here's the story of the famous DYBBUK box that the movie The Possession is based on. A man who purchased a wine cabinet off eBay believes the wooden box, which served as inspiration for the horror film The Possession, may be haunted by a malicious spirit called a DYBBUK. In June 2003, Jason Haxton won the online auction, but when he received the box in the mail, it came with some unexpected consequences. The day it arrived, I put my hands on it, and it almost feels like the thing collapses into a liquid state, Haxton told the San Antonio News. I feel like a knife is coming into my gut.
Mm-hmm.
I'm paralyzed in pain. When I go to bed, I have terrible dreams of a hag that seems to come with the box. Haxton, age 63, said he first heard about the box from a colleague whose roommate had listed it for sale after bizarre experiences, including hair loss and smelling bad odors that he associated with a DYBBUK. The box's owner put it on eBay under the title DYBBUK Haunted Jewish Wine Cabinet Box, referencing an evil spirit in Jewish folklore believed to be the dislocated soul of a dead person that possesses the living. According to the listing, the person selling the piece had purchased it in September 2001 at an Oregon estate sale of a Holocaust survivor who passed away at 103 years old. Wow.
Mm.
The listing stated the woman got the wine cabinet while living in Spain, and it was among the few things she brought with her when she immigrated to America after the war. The woman's granddaughter, the listing noted, told the person who bought the box at the sale that growing up, she recalled it was always shut and set in a place that was out of reach, and the grandmother said it was never, ever to be opened. Haxton paid $280 for the box, which, instead of wine, contained a goblet, 2 locks of hair tied with string, pennies from the 1920s, a dried rosebud, a cast iron candlestick holder, and a granite statue engraved with gilded Hebrew letters. Haxton, he said, didn't believe the stories associated with the box since he was too science-based. But then he began experiencing what he has called a tidal wave of bad luck. All I knew is I got this thing and I got very ill. I don't know what happened. I still don't know, he said. Haxton noted all his problems vanished when he followed a rabbi's advice to place the wine cabinet in a gold-lined wooden container to negate whatever spirit was haunting it. He now keeps the cabinet safe inside a military-grade case, which he buried. Thousands of people are begging to take it off my hands at any price, but it's not ethical for me to sell it. It's just not for sale, he told the San Antonio News. Still, there's one person who refuses to accept the DYBBUK box, his mother, Rhea Haxton. He keeps telling me he's going to give it to me for my birthday, and I keep telling him I don't want it, she said. I've got enough problems already. And that's the end of the story, the end of the article.
So go back to the beginning of that, the piece in there that actually described what Catherine's going through right now. Repeat that little sentence.
Okay.
And this is what Catherine's been talking about that she's been enduring.
He said, I feel like a knife is coming into my gut. I'm paralyzed in pain. When I go to bed, I have terrible dreams of a hag that seems to come with the box.
So when he decided, he buried the box? What did he do with it at the end of the day?
He followed a rabbi's instructions and said he said it's inside a military-grade case and buried in the ground. The rabbi told him to put it in a gold-lined wooden container to negate whatever spirit was haunting it, but he went all the way and got a military-grade cabinet.
So the question is, he actually opened it but resealed it.
I said, I don't know if it said he did he
say he knew what was in it.
Well, yeah, he did. He did open it.
He had to open it to know what was in it. So that I guess once he resealed it and locked it away, did his troubles go away then? Did the hauntings quit?
That's what it's. Yeah, he did say. But where did it say? Let me see. Yeah, Haxton. Yeah, Haxton noted all his problems vanished when he followed a rabbi's advice to place the wine cabinet in a gold-lined wooden container to negate whatever spirit was haunting it. Of course, he did a military-grade container for his.
Yeah, there's some Army surplus stores not far. I can get military-grade boxes. So my point there is that there is hope.
Yes.
Once I open this up, that I can recontain it in this box and get rid of it, seal it, and probably ship it over to somewhere around Chelsea.
Look at him. No, well, if I get it here, I'm going to be blessing that sucker regardless.
I've actually decided I'm going to put it in a special case, and I think I'm going to seal it in that special case so people can look at it. That's what I would love to do
with a sign that's like on Annabelle: "Do not open this."
Do not
Yeah.
touch. Do not
Well,
open.
once she gets back to trying to pry this thing open, and once we get it open, we're going to keep you guys updated as to anything that happens, strange whatevers, um,
Whatever's.
in the days and weeks forthcoming. So just because we get it open, um, that's not the end of the story. So hang tight. How you feeling, Catherine?
I feel like somebody has stabbed me and drained every bit of energy I've had in the last year out of my body.
There's that knife in the gut thing. Like
So
that guy
when,
described.
I'm not pushing you. Just whenever you are back to feeling like you can.
Oh, I'm slowly opening it. I'm
Um,
slowly getting it there.
all you guys, please take the time to hit the like and share this video as we go live here. Let people know what's going on.
And
We
subscribe.
appreciate support. We're not making any money off of this. Kevin and I hope to sell a book or two. And Kevin, why don't you take a moment to self promote?
Yes.
If Donald Trump could write a book without a ghostwriter,
The Art of the Haunted Doll Deal.
the
Let's
art of
see.
the haunted dog.
MyHauntedDolls.com is where it's at. And I've got books. I've got books about my haunted items. I've got fiction novels I've written based on some of my haunted items. So if you like a good supernatural fiction novel that's based on a true story. And I've got bumper stickers. I've got caps and coffee cups and things like that. And I've got the newest book that I just held up, Dark Awakening and Other Tales for a Midnight Hour, which is a collection of a collection of some original horror stories I just wrote. I just finished that book 2 months ago and got it out. So check that out. It's my first one in hardbound. So hardbound, paperback, and ebook. There it is.
So, Kevin, do you have a picture of my book up there?
Oh yeah, you got your book up here. Let's see. You got a bunch of them up here, but there's the big one.
DatingTheDead.com. You can not only learn more about that book, true stories. Nothing in that book is made up. It's not fiction. It's a real story shared by people, and there's some religious stories in it, and there's some cultural stories in it. You would enjoy the book. It's available on Amazon and a few other places, but you can go to datingthedead.com for that. And of course, just going to the website itself is a very entertaining thing to do. And then, of course, going across the screen right there, the wishing machine, www.thewishingdr.com. There is one of the wishing machines. There are several models. And if you want to learn more about that, go to thewishingdr.com. I won't go into detail about all that right now, but I have sent and I hand make these machines, and I've literally sent them all around the world, from Italy, Germany, Australia, Canada, Mexico, South Korea, Russia, literally all around the world, except I've never sold one in Alabama. Georgia, Mississippi, Tennessee, all around, except Alabama's scared of them. What can I say?
They're scared of them.
They're scared of them. And I have videos on YouTube that explain these machines and what they're good for, provide comfort, hope, and also to help. I call it the law of attraction on steroids.
And be sure to go follow us on TikTok.
Yeah, we have the Wish DR on TikTok as well. So follow us, and of course, Kevin is all over social media as well. So look up My Haunted Dolls. Kevin Kane, the author.
I got a message just a few days ago that a gentleman in Europe, it was a guy in Europe, bought a hardbound copy of my book. So
yeah,
all the way over in Europe.
Oh, and we've got an event coming up June the 4th and 5th.
Yes.
Where are we going to be? Talk to
We're
us.
going to be at Alabama Comic Con at the Birmingham Jefferson Civic Center in downtown Birmingham.
BJCC.
BJCC.
And guess what? We're gonna have Sweet Caroline, who's a haunted doll, is going to be with us. We're going to have our books with us, mine and Kevin's books.
Yes.
And quite possibly going to have this DYBBUK box with us. So you want to make sure you get your tickets online for that Comic-Con.
Yeah, Alabama Comic Con. And
Kevin will keep us posted. In fact, I got to send him our half of the money in the morning. It has been booked. I thought he was going to treat us to it, but he's too stingy.
You said you were going to pay half.
So,
and if we're not celebrity enough for you, they're going to have Billy D. Williams. They're going to have BBBUK from Raiders of the Lost Ark. They're going to have the original Power Rangers.
None of those people are Kevin, Catherine. Get a selfie with us. We'll give you autographed pictures.
I will be there, and I'm going to bring the DYBBUK box with me.
That's right. So we're going to have some good stuff there. So you want to come and see us, your favorite people in the whole wide world. It's going to be right there.
And who knows, we may even do a live show from there.
So in the meantime, Catherine has recovered a little bit. She took a break from trying to get this box open. Would you like to continue on prying and seeing if we're making any progress?
I've been making progress.
According to the little, I don't know why I can't get this thing open.
It's 9/11 right this moment.
Not 9, it's 8/11.
I'm sorry. My computer says 9/11.
So when I opened up
9/11.
The little antique stopwatch right here, that's the time that was on it. We'll get that. You can see it.
Yes.
So I assume that is a prediction of the time that this box will actually be totally opened and the spirit will be released into my house.
Okay, guys, I'm pulling out more of that fiber.
Rain will probably Catherine and Kevin probably do some live streaming from that event. We'll probably walk around not only where our booth is, but we'll share some video about the event on our YouTube channels and TikTok and Snapchat and ChapSnap and everything else. So you can join us that way. How's that?
Yeah.
I've got all kind of nifty little items. I'm going to step away a minute and get a couple of things to show while we're waiting. Kevin, entertain these people with something, and I'll be right back.
Okay. What am I going to entertain with here? I already... Well, goodness graciosa. I guess I can do a dance.
I was trying to mute me so
let's see here. Let's see if there are any more DYBBUK stories out there. Just 13 horrifying stories of a DYBBUK. Let's see here. Let's see. Over the summer of 2018, rapper Post Malone suffered a string of serious bad luck. His private jet almost crashed in August, and in September, another driver T-boned his Rolls Royce, and he was the target of an unsuccessful armed robbery. Ghost Adventure star Zach Bagans thinks he knows why the rapper feels so cursed, and it involves the DYBBUK box. In June 2018, Post Malone visited Bagans at his haunted museum in Las Vegas. The rapper had an eerie encounter with the DYBBUK box, allegedly the world's most haunted object. After having a couple of beers, Bagans showed Post Malone the box without the protective case. Bagans touched the box, and then Post Malone grabbed Bagans' shoulder and let out a scream. Bagans suspects this is how the DYBBUK attached itself to him. In Kabbalistic tradition, a restless soul can become a DYBBUK and latch onto a living person to settle its unfinished business. Some myths say DYBBUKs escape from Gehenna, roughly equivalent to Jewish purgatory or hell,
That's Gehenna.
Gehenna, while others say DYBBUKs were flat out rejected from entering Gehenna for committing serious offenses like suicide. So there you go.
There you go. So here is one of the many artifacts that I have ancient. I've got several ancient items in my house. I keep this to hold my sage right there. And I don't know the history of this. It's something I ran across. As a little story, while we're waiting on Catherine to get herself together, years ago in South Central Alabama, our first state capital was a place called Old Cahaba. It's now a ghost town. It's along the Cahaba River down there. And there are remnants of a few buildings. The most complete building used to be slave quarters. And there's an old slave cemetery out in the woods there. Kevin's been there, I'm sure. And if you walk, you go in, you go to the far close to the river and go back toward the river walking, there are bricks kind of just under the ground and some almost to the surface that are the only remnants of what used to be a Civil War prison. Are you familiar with that, Kevin?
Yes.
So I pulled a Zach Bagan, and years ago, I was living on a houseboat at the Hiawassee River up north of Chattanooga, Tennessee. And I'd taken the journey down to Oklahoma, and I decided, oh, nobody will miss one of these bricks. I'm going to grab one, and it's going to be a memento of my journey to Oklahoma. Well, so I took that, and I set it on a shelf and displayed it on my houseboat. And a short time later, some tornadoes ripped through Alabama and Tennessee, and my boat sank to the bottom. I lost everything. Now, is that due to that haunted brick I brought? I don't know, but I know that I stopped grabbing stuff from these places just in case. So this did not come. This was not an artifact that I took from anywhere. This was gotten legitimately. I'm very careful. And of course, not knowing the history of this, I also keep my sage right here. So that gives me a little protection and a neat little place to keep my sage for protection as well. Catherine, are you back? I guess not. So I suggested to her, Paper Rain says she keeps sage just like that. So when Catherine returns, I think she had to take a little breath away from the box. I suggested that she uses, we both have a set of these divining rods, which I love these. They're very compact. I'll have to hide that, but you can kind of see there's two of them. And you see how that does right there.
Yeah.
And look at that.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means, but I didn't have. The bottom line is these are very nice. I got two sets of them, and they collapse like this, and they look almost like you just have a couple of ink pens in your pocket. So I really like those, and they're easy to carry around. And so I suggested that Catherine, as she's taking a break, try to see if we get any indication. We tried this a couple of weeks ago, and now that she's got it pried open a little bit, let's see if we get any indication as to what is going on with this. Catherine, are you back? Turn on your microphone. And let's use the divining rods and ask it some questions and see. Hello.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
All right,
And
guys.
let's see.
All right, I'm gonna move this back just a little bit. See if I
So Playful Rain, you can get these, believe it or not, on Amazon. They're out to get less than $20. I can't remember exactly, but I love them. They're easy to carry, and you can go anywhere. People think they're just ink pens. So very compact, and they work real well. We've used them a lot. So she's going to use them and talk to this DYBBUK box, and you'll see that when she starts, she'll ask what's yes and what's no, and those can we use these to divine anything from this DYBBUK box, and I'm just going to let her run with that. So I'm going to back Kevin and I out. Catherine, you're going to be alone. You going to be okay?
Yeah, I should be okay.
Ooh.
All right, guys. Let's ask it some questions. No is crossed. Yes is out. Is there a good spirit in this box? Is there a good spirit in this box? It looks like we have a no. Yep. Do you want to come out of this box? One of them's moving. Are you going to harm me if I let you out of this box? I'm sorry, I got real dizzy, y'all.
Her camera just went out of focus. It's focused again.
I'm sorry, y'all. It's taking more out of me than I figured it would.
Oh boy.
All right, I'm going to pull the camera back so y'all can see just the DYBBUK box. And I'm going to try prying it. That's wrong. There we go. All right, I'm going to continue to try prying it open, okay?
Okie dokie.
Okay.
I think the screwdriver just went through the first seal. I think I'm through. I think I'm getting through.
Oh boy.
All right. Before we're getting close. So slow down a minute. Kevin, do you have a blessing of some sort that you can kind of do for us?
I can do a prayer. Shall I go?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go ahead and do that then. Dear Father in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Lord, I praise your name and I thank you so much for all of your blessings. And I pray for your forgiveness and I pray that you'll watch over us here. Father, bless this box and those of us around it, Father, and keep us protected from all evil. Cast away Satan and his demons. And we pray that you'll watch over us and protect us. Send your Holy Spirit, your angels to protect us. In Jesus' name, amen. Now,
Top's moving just a little bit.
Okay, I'm going to back us out so we can see very carefully, but still, okay, just take your time. It looks like it's sealed on this front side here, closest to the camera. Looks like there's still something holding it on this side, Catherine. You might turn around and look carefully there.
Yeah, I see it.
Just be very careful. I don't want you chipping the box or.
Yeah, well, I've already
Be
done that.
very, very, very careful.
It's some more of whatever that fiber stuff is. There's some more wax that's coming out on this side. All right.
Playful Rain says the anticipation is killing me.
I'm trying to get it open, y'all. I got it moving. Whatever's in here, they don't want out.
Well, maybe maybe it's a good thing. Maybe they'll stay in there when it's open. And
Okay, my thoughts is that I'm getting very serious right now. It's don't know what to expect. Do you have any thoughts, Kevin?
Whoa, that scared the crap out of me. Was that a sneeze? Yeah, I don't know what to expect either. I just feel strongly that we're protected, so I'm not too worried about it. It may, well, except for Catherine says she has felt something. I was going to say it may be nothing in there, but she said she did feel something. So,
do you feel when you hold the box like that, Catherine? Are you feeling anything from that box?
Freezing, y'all.
Okay, lay it down on his back. Playful Rain says it's open. Lay it down on his, there you go, and turn it the other way, long ways.
The top's moving, but I don't think I've broken into the other seal. It looks like there's two seals on this side.
Move it a little bit, get it all in the picture here. To your left, I think. There you go. There you go. Keeps going out of focus real bad. Look at how wavy that is. Do you see that? Look at that box there. That's interesting to see that. We're getting very close to her getting this open. It's been quite a deal here. So any thoughts?
Listen very closely. Listen closely.
You hear something?
Whatever this fiber stuff is what's holding it together.
So it's loose.
I'm slowly prying it up, but I don't have it. I don't have it.
So it's that gooey type stuff that was in there.
Yes. I mean, I've got like this part open, but I'm like, can't get, there's like another layer or something in there to it.
Kevin, what do you think about this? You got any thoughts?
I just don't know what to think. They put a lot of wax in there, I guess.
What's that gooey type stuff? That wasn't wax. Wax don't
That's
do
what
that.
that made me think of what my grandmother used to put Ben Gay in her dentures, had that pink color.
Ben Gay in her dentures?
I think it was. Is it Ben Gay or what is it they put in there?
Polydent.
Polydent. Sorry, I got my name.
A polygraph or something.
Ben Gay, I bet that's something you put in your crack, isn't it? I'm sorry.
No, Ben Gay is
Kevin. Calm down, bro.
I
think this evil spirit's gotten a hold of your brain here.
Anyway, that glue for her dentures, that's what it looks like. It was pink.
Ben Gay is for sore joints and
medicine.
Whatnot.
Okay, yeah.
You don't put it in your crack.
That would hurt.
It would burn like heck.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, and the dentures, your mouth would be on fire.
No, I meant to say that polygrip. That's what
Polygrip, yeah.
Look, I got my product names mixed up, people. Come on now.
Oh, God. Lower hip calf.
It was methylatum.
If you put Ben Gay between your crack, you're gonna cry like a baby.
Well, I've never used it.
I think that I'm gonna get Kevin some. When's your birthday, Kevin?
August.
It's January.
Well,
now look.
I'm gonna get
Brandon down there says I'm a freak. Now look, that's the pot calling the kettle black, I bet. Kevin is a trip.
He's a trip and a freak.
They're super freak.
I think that while we're waiting for this to be popped open, that we need to have Kevin twerk for us one more time.
No, I'm not. You've already got video of me all over
I guarantee you, his twerking.
I'm not gonna twerk.
His twerking.
It's crying.
His twerking would scare away the evil spirits.
I have the screwdriver completely in the box now.
Oh, we love Kevin. Yeah, we love Kevin.
Yeah,
even though he's a trip and a freak.
I see the box lid cracking on this side like it's ready to lift up.
Okay, folks. All right, well, let's take a vote. Does we go ahead and lift the lid off here, or do we wait a few minutes? Guys, you're watching. 7 of you on the screen. Some more out there. Everybody vote. I want to know, does she wait a few minutes and catch her breath, and we all take a moment of quiet meditation to prepare ourselves for this big moment? Or did you just go ahead and open it up? She looks exhausted, folks. She looks really like she's just been through it trying to get this, dealing with this thing. There's a lot of energy, she says. Playful Rain wants you to strip. She says, take it off.
No, Playful Rain.
My shirt first or my pants?
I thought she was talking to me.
Brandon says, wait a few minutes. And Love You to Pieces says, take a moment. So 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Take a breath, Catherine. Playful Rain, you got voted out.
Yeah, Playful Rain when you take the lid off.
Yeah, she's ready. All right, is the anticipation getting to you, Playful Rain? All right, folks, here's the deal. we've had this box in our possession at least since 2019. Don't remember exactly how it came into our possession. But we used to have an office and people used to randomly say, hey, we want to get rid of this object. It's been in the family, whatever. And in fact, Kevin has several dolls, I think, that came about that way, didn't it, Kevin?
Yeah.
So we don't always know all the background of all this. And that makes it even a little bit scarier, I think. Does it make it more the mystery of it? So anyway, we decided, and last 2 weeks ago, Kevin copped out on us because he put family ahead of this show. I can't believe
Cop out.
that.
Y'all copped out last week. How about them apples?
I couldn't see Kevin.
I know
So
you
anyway,
couldn't see.
the bottom line is that we started going through this 2 weeks ago, Catherine and I, and we took votes on it. We've been debating it. We've been going around and around about it. Now we are this close to knowing what's inside this box. This close. It is
Close.
8:36. I say, based on the time that was on this stopwatch, and I don't know why I have a problem opening this darn thing up again. I get it open, then I can't get it open. What is going on with this? Hold on, folks. It said 11, was it 11 minutes till 9 is when we're supposed to open this up. So that's only a few minutes away. But that's what this antique little watch says. Did it change? Is it the same time? Does it still say?
It looked the
I-
same.
I'm-
Same time.
Yeah. It
11
looks the
minutes
same.
till.
How many more
11
minutes?
minutes till. So what do you think? Should we wait for the time that shut up on my watch here? This little antique watch, which is not that far away,
Oh.
right there.
It'd be about
So that's
13
just
minutes.
minutes away. Look at Catherine. This has exhausted her. I mean, really, this has been a very emotional, draining, energy draining experience for her. And we've been building up to this for a long time, and we are now just a few minutes away from finding out what's in this box that we've had in our possession for a while. We just kind of set it aside and didn't think about it. Thank you, Playful Rain. I subscribe to your channel. I appreciate that. So we have, gosh, this is wild. Yeah. Kevin,
When is our the Comic-Con?
June the 4th and 5th.
Okay.
and tell everybody, Kevin, what this is all about. What's the Comic-Con all about? What's happening at a Comic-Con?
Well, it's mainly comic and fantasy.
Okay,
For
tell
fans
us
of-
what happens there.
Well, now I've never been there, but this will be my first time there. But if it's like the other ones we've had here, there's going to be cosplay where people can dress up as their favorite comic book or fantasy character.
You've never been to one.
Not to this one. I've been to the others, and we have the Magic City Con.
Uh-huh.
I've not been to the Alabama Comic Con. I imagine it's the same.
What's
But
the difference? I don't know Alabama Comic-Con versus.
I think it's just different people running it. That's all.
Was that the one at the hotel? I mean, I don't understand.
Yeah, Magic City Con was the one at the Galleria Hotel. Magic City Con is run by different people at a different time, and I think there's also a Cami Con still around here in Birmingham. So it's just, there's 3 different groups of people here who have their own convention that they do at different times of the year. So
Oh,
It says here they'll have some contests. There'll be cosplay masquerade contests, craftsmanship competition for people who like to build things. Like somebody built a what was it, a R2D2, and brought it with
Okay.
them one year.
Here, let me show you this real quick. This is from the one that took place in 2018. Just a little brief live stream I did in a 360. So kind of give people an idea of what's going on here. I read next view. We're getting close. We're going to do that. We're talking about this for 1 second because we've got a booth that's going to be at this year's event, and this is kind of a. Hold on. We're going to do this. There we go. Hold
This
on
one's
1
nice.
second. This is very short, and there we go. All right. We're going live here at the Comic-Con, and all right, having to adjust the head here. This is 360. Live streaming on YouTube for the Comic-Con. I don't know what all this is. They're doing their training. And this girl here, she's a fascinating style. And get a lot of stills as well. Now I'm talking about this now.
We're not to
All these people in the hallway here. So, East Hall. What's going on here? This set up something, I don't know what. Got something going on that's not going on yet. Oh wow, okay. They really got this set up.
Right two. Who needs exercise, Mike? I need it. Right two.
Okay, so that kind of gives you an idea. Your mic is muted, Catherine.
There you go.
Oh, wait a minute. It said do a Ouija session.
Oh, Lord.
We're not
right.
going down for that because we're about 8 minutes away from opening this box up now. Again, we're going to go by the time that was on here. That is our prediction of the time that this should be open. So we're getting very, very close. Very close. This is Central Daylight Time. We're in Central Alabama. And I would say after we open this up tonight, you might want to check the news tomorrow to see what's happening. And that was just a brief little tease about the 2018 Comic-Con that I went to, the same event, except this is 2022. People dress up, they have fun. There's all kind of TV stars, YouTube stars, all that kind of stuff. We don't have a problem doing a Ouija session. In fact, Kevin, real quick, show them your pod thing. REM pod.
It's a REM pod, and it's got a Ouija board design on it there. Planchette on the back.
Yeah, turn it on, and
It's
let's
on.
and let's ask it. Hold it there. Why are the eyes lighting up? Does it make noise too?
Yeah, when the rod's touched, the eyes light up and it makes a little noise.
So hold the Dybbuk box up to your camera there, Catherine, and let's see if the REM pod will recognize
Here.
anything.
I need to stop touching it because I'm setting it off. Here we go.
We got 6 minutes, folks, before we open this up. 6 minutes. We're this close. And the REM pod machine is there. If there's any spirit activity around this Dybbuk box, around this box that Catherine has just about got totally open, give us an indication. Any spirit that's there, can you light those eyes up? Can you give us a sound coming from there? Did I hear something? Kevin, did I hear something very briefly?
Not on my end. I thought Catherine had burped or something.
No, I'm just sitting here.
It sounded like.
Yeah, it wasn't
But
me. It wasn't
I heard
Ted.
it over my headphones. I didn't hear it here. In the
I heard
room.
it over my speakers. It wasn't in my house.
I
I don't know what that
was.
was. 5 minutes. 5 minutes, folks, before we open this up. I think everybody's ready. I think our Playful Rain is beyond ready to see what's in this box. I hope, Playful Rain, that we're not disappointed. I hope that something great and fantastic happens. She heard it as well. I thought it was the REM pod, honestly. Is that the cat ball there?
Yeah, that's the cat ball.
There it is again.
Is that somebody's stomach growling?
No, my stomach is not growling.
That's not me. You sure that's not you, Kevin?
That's not me.
Have you eaten dinner?
Yes, I did.
That's twice I heard that. That's not a good thing. I don't know.
Grief. It ain't
She
no,
heard it. Yeah, yeah.
I don't think
I mean, Beast heard it. Let's see if we hear it again.
I don't think it sound that clear from my end on the look. Listen to this bell. You can't really hear very well on my end.
Playful Rain said it's knit me.
It's not me, not me.
Well, I don't know. I did not like that sound. It wasn't a pleasant sound. It wasn't a pleasant sound. 4 minutes, people. This.
Ooh.
What?
Something just came out of this fucking box. This box just freaking moved. Like the side of the box just came open.
It's ready to come out. It's ready to come out.
I'm trying not to. I'm gonna try to move
ready
it.
to come out. It is ready to come out, and it is. It's. Which way are you gonna hold it when you let it come open, there, Catherine? You gonna hold it upright? You gonna lay it down flat? How you gonna open this?
I'm gonna leave it just like this, and I'm gonna let it. I'm gonna lay the top down.
I wonder if anything's gonna fall out of there.
I don't know.
She says bugs.
I don't know. I don't know, but it feels like something's moving inside of this box.
Oh boy.
like I've got every bit of my hand strength trying to hold it down.
I kind of think that Kevin prayed to the wrong God or something.
I did not.
Oh, Lord.
I hope it's not a snake come rolling out of there.
Oh, great. Spiders. I'm going to have nightmares, Kevin.
What do we got here? We got.
This has just got a minute left.
Are y'all
We're
sure
ready. We're ready.
Let's
do it. Let's do it. Let's do
okay.
it. Let's do it. We're going to back out here. Kevin?
I'm going to pry off this last corner.
What is that?
It looks like a piece of fabric. It looks like the inside of a coffin.
Are you going to investigate any further there?
What if I open this up and it's got like a dead baby in it or
Is there
something?
something else behind there?
No.
Is it all?
No.
So it's kind of tied up in a little package, huh?
It is. And I can't tell what's in the package. It looks like some lace.
Move it to your right a little bit. Your name thing is hiding it.
Is that good?
That's too far. Now that's good right there.
It's like lace.
I don't know, but Playful Rain is wanting to see hair real bad.
Well, I mean,
She's wanting
It's
some
got
hair
some
for
kind
you, Kelsey. Oh,
What in
boy.
the world?
I hope it's not a dirty diaper.
oh gosh.
Okay, Kevin.
Well, just trying to lighten
Okay.
the mood.
Any entities in this go to Chelsea, Alabama?
Ah, stay in Alabaster. See
All
that
right.
man right there?
What we have in the box is a doily type thing with lace on it.
Is there something wrapped up in it?
Yes. I'm about to show it to you.
Oh gosh. What is that? But put it back there. What is that?
I'm
Can't
about to
see
show
it.
it to you. I'm about to show it to you. Just hold on.
I'm like Playful Rain. I'm getting impatient. What in the world? It looks like a spider in a picture.
That's
Is
what
it
I
a
was-
picture?
It's
I
a
guess so.
photograph. It's a photograph and something
a-
wrapped in a package.
Shit, what's the photograph? What is that photograph?
It looks like a family.
Is it attached? I mean, can you lift it up and kind of hold it to the camera so we can see it? It's upside down.
I'm sorry. Hold on. I don't feel as
Yeah.
bad
Look,
after I
Lord,
open it.
I see a child, a man, a woman, another child.
how many children is in that picture?
I think there's 3 in there.
4 kids
4 kids. Huh?
and looks like 2 adults.
Is anything written on the back of it or anything?
No,
Do you feel anything?
not from the picture.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna push this down right here so y'all can see this. Should I open that?
Okay, now hold on. Playful Rain, anybody watching? We're gonna vote on this. Kevin, what do you think? Should you open that?
I want to know what's in it.
Why don't we save that and take it to Kevin's house next week?
Oh, come on now.
Of course, Playful
Maybe-
Rain.
maybe-
If she's thousands of miles away, she says, "Open it, open it." I'm so far away, I don't care.
I bet that's where the teeth are.
Teeth or hair. She keeps saying that.
I need to use my teeth to open this.
No, don't do that.
I'm
Your
not
teeth will
going
fall out.
to.
What in the world?
Well,
Is
I
that
hope.
paper? What is
I hope it's something crazy like a Lipton tea bag.
Oh,
We
Lord.
We're gonna find whoever did it for punking us.
Ugh.
It's hard.
It's
Oh,
hard.
lower it down in the camera.
It's hard. It's very hard.
What is it? Oh, you hadn't opened it yet.
I haven't opened it yet. It's very hard.
That thing is sealed good. It was wrapped up in a twine or something.
Yeah, it was wrapped up in twine. Something's falling off of it, like dust or something.
I hope you don't breathe it in.
I'm trying not to.
Okay, you can open that up. Is it? I mean, what's in there? Do you think?
I don't know. Should I get it? I'm thinking I should get a Ziploc bag because it feels like there's a bunch of little things in here.
I guess little beads or something.
Okay, go get some bag. You know what Ziploc bags are?
Yeah, I did.
Let's make sure we don't get anything lost from this real quick.
It'd be cool if it's little diamonds.
So far, there was a picture of how many kids?
She said 4 kids and 2 adults.
And 2 adults, a family. I assume it looked like it was back at least 100 or 200 years ago.
Yeah.
150 years ago. She says baby teeth.
Ziploc, sponsor me. I'm about to hold a demon in your bag.
This portion sponsored by Ziploc. The heavy duty bag.
Sponsored by Ziploc. It is a Ziploc bag.
Freshness, stay sealed.
All right. We'll open it up.
What was that? I just heard a baby.
You heard a baby.
Yeah, I heard, eh. That sounded like a baby's voice going, eh. Right as you were opening that Ziploc.
All right.
And Playful
ready?
Rain says me too. I think she heard it.
Y'all ready? I'm trying.
We can't really see what you're doing, but you know.
I'm sorry. I'll let you see what's in it after I open it.
Yeah, she needs to.
Okay. Hold on. All right. I'm just going to open this on top of the
Oh
bag.
Lord, I hope it's.
Yeah.
I hope it's not some illegal substance either, like cocaine or something.
I hope not either, because I'm allergic to it.
Oh,
That is sick. How is this? What's in there?
All right. Y'all ready to see?
yeah.
I'm going to pour it out on the Ziploc bag. I'm going to turn the camera down. I'm going to hold the camera so y'all can see, okay?
Is it the sands of time? Whoa.
What?
That looks like dirt. And
What is that? What is that?
I think I'm going to puke.
Is that teeth for real?
That is teeth.
Looks like a vampire tooth. Look at that.
It's
That's
teeth.
like a vampire tooth.
I told you there's a lot of.
I'll pick up that tooth. Teeth.
I am not touching it.
I
That
have
looks like a
heard
vampire tooth. Look at it.
that teeth have been put into DYBBUK boxes.
Look at that. It looks like your name is hiding it there.
Yeah, I think now it reminds me. The legend says you have to put something of your. Some people put their teeth in those things.
Oh gosh.
That looks like a vampire tooth.
It does. And the dirt. I mean,
Is that
I don't think that's dirt.
Is that from Dracula?
Wait a minute. Do you think that's ashes from a human?
I don't know.
So
it looks like little pieces of teeth in it and bone. I don't know what it is.
Well, surprise. We'll just send the DYBBUK to her as a prize. No, we won't do that.
I will.
Oh, you will? Okay.
You're not in the camera.
I'm trying.
I think that might be human.
That is
particles.
wow.
I don't know. It looks like a little tiny sediment in there.
Baby vampire.
Yeah, Playful Rain says baby vampire.
All right, Ziploc. We're about to lock this demon up in the Ziploc bag.
Okay. All right. I think we need to seal this back up. What is that in right on the other side of the teeth that looks like a chunk of paper or something? What is that?
Yeah.
That's what it came in.
Okay. All right, I
That's
got you.
what I was opening. That's the piece of that paper.
So I don't know. Playful Rain, was that worth the wait to see what was in there?
I think so.
That is strange. I don't have a clue what that represents.
That looks like a fang.
I wonder if one of those kids in that picture was a baby vampire and they had to stab, through the heart with a wooden stake. And
I don't know, because there's gold in these teeth. I'm thinking they're the mother's. Because
that's just part of it. Maybe that's not the whole set of teeth. Maybe that's just part of it or something.
Because it's wrapped in a lace doily.
Mm.
I'm going to wrap it back up, and I'm going to put it back in this box.
Back up. We're going to update you next week as to what's happened. And don't put that under your pillow, she said, Catherine.
I don't think the Tooth Fairy wants that. She's not going to be interested in that.
As she's packaging that back up, what do you think about all this? Anybody got any comments about what's taking place here?
Mm.
I'm gonna put
Kevin?
this wax back in
Ugh.
here and all this.
Kevin, the man that has been in the paranormal, what do you think? Kevin?
That was my thought. Ooh.
That was your
I don't know what to think. I mean, that looks like a little
So-
fang sticking out of those little teeth.
Playful Rain. Do you want this as your gift, as your prize? Should we mail this to you?
Oh.
Love You to Pieces said it was worth it. Playful Rain says definitely weird and creepy. The problem is, folks, you got to understand this took place, the opening of this, in my house. Okay. So I don't know if this is over yet or not. Just because we opened it up may have just been the beginning of something, if you know what I'm saying.
I don't know. Once I got it cracked open, it feels like it kind of calmed down some.
Is that some wax laying there? Throw that wax down inside that box there.
I am.
I don't want any of that stuff laying around.
I am. I'm gonna.
All right, folks. Tune in next week for more interesting things from Abnormal Alabama. Kevin Kane,
Yes.
Marie, and myself shall return for another adventure. Who knows what's coming up next in the world of Abnormal Alabama and my haunted dolls. Catherine has gotten a headache from all this. She's the one that has been holding this and prying it open, and she's been up close and personal with it. And she's somewhat been emotionally, physically drained and traumatized by it. Thank all of you for your support and for sharing this adventure with us. I don't know what to think yet as to what was discovered. And anybody that has any ideas as to what any of this means, let us know. Have a good night, Playful Rain, and everyone else. Thank you all for joining us. And we'll see you next week. Unless we don't survive.
Oh, gosh.
To the store.
Uh,
Say good night, folks.
good night, folks.